Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome back to Follow a Sketch February. I have pulled this sketch right here. It is on my Pinterest board for Follow a Sketch February. This is the Redefine Creative and the Secret Not Secret Kit Club Thursday night sketch of the week. It is over there posted on that Facebook page. I'll link it down below so you can see that as well. I have 3 photos that I'm going to be scrapbooking with, and these are photos of some buildings in Chicago. Don't know anything about the buildings, just thought they were cool, took some pictures. We're going to trim them down a little bit and make it work for this sketch. So let's see what I can do. I just have to say I really loved how this layout turned out, and I am super glad that I bought this Vicky Bouton paper pad. Because I had this kit and used all of this collection, and then bought the paper pad because I loved it so much. So I do start out with the 3 photos on a matted piece of paper, just like in the sketch. However, by the end, because I have some beautiful things going on my layout, I take the photos down to 2. And I'm okay with that because none of these buildings really have special meaning or special memories to me. They're just buildings from Chicago. So since none of them have a special meaning, I'm okay with getting rid of one of the photos. Now, if these buildings all had special meaning, then I probably would have covered up more of the pretty stuff on the layout. And yes, I am at that point in my life where the pretty stuff matters too. It matters sometimes more than the photos. If I didn't even scrapbook the photos of these buildings, that would be completely fine as well, because the memories that I have, and there are other photos that would tell the story better for those memories. Like the buildings aren't anything special, but the photos of the bean and the photos on the bridge, those are the ones that are important. Those are the ones where I have things to say about them. This is just, hey, this is Chicago in November. So I do go ahead and cut down my paper so that I can kind of match. Yeah, I don't even know what that word was. Kind of match up to what the sketch is. And I'm pulling out my stencils. I'm looking for something round. And I have the perfect one, if I find it. There it is. Now, this is a stencil from Paper Artsy, and I just think that it is a gorgeous kind of like a floral burst stencil. Now, I got this Gina K Glitz glitter gel. Can't even speak today. Lord. Okay, this Glitz glitter gel. And it is the first time that I have used it, and it is scrumptious. And you guys know about my love affair with all things glitter paste and glaze and now glitter gel. Yeah, I just love it. So I am kind of putting it on a little bit thick instead of kind of like thinning it out, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind at all using a lot of product on my page, and I don't mind that means I might go through it quicker, because that just means the old stuff goes out and new stuff gets to come in, and that means different colors get to come in. So I really like this. I didn't put the Glitz glitter gel all over that thing because I knew that my photos were going to cover up a good portion. Now, I also knew that I wanted to add some more of this glitter elsewhere, so I decided to go ahead and use this stencil down. Oh, yeah, stuck my finger right into it. So I went ahead and used this stencil down here on the bottom as well, and I'm just using a little bit of purple tape to hold the stencil onto my layout. So I go ahead, open up that glitz again, and it is laying on this layout like beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. Now, I could have also gone ahead and used some of my Vicky Bouton gold stuff. What is this stuff called? Creative FX Gold Glaze, instead of going ahead and using the glitter here. But you guys know me, and you know I love me some glitter. So if I have the opportunity to use glitter, I'm going to use the glitter. I do have an idea of combining the gold with this glitz glitter that I'm going to try out shortly on a layout. My problem is I have all of these ideas and I can't get them all out quickly. So here is where I went down to 2 photos, and I just kind of showed you like it wasn't that important, so slung off to the side it went. Now I did pull out some older stickers and thickers, and these are from some Amy Tangerine collection. I'm not sure which one, but I loved the colors in these, and I thought that it went great with the colors in the Vicky Boutin collection. So this is a long sticker from the Chamel sticker sheet, and I'm just chopping it down into smaller pieces so that it works for me, and it adds just another little layer on right here. And I am just loving this glitter. Loving it. I wish that you guys could see the sparkliness, shimmering, shining, shimmering splendidness of this glitter, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Love it so much. So now I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to use some of these floral stickers or what I'm going to do to really add a little bit more to this layout and just go ahead and wrap it up. So what I ultimately decide to do is cut out some of these flowers from the floral paper, and I am just going to fussy cut them up really quickly. I don't think I make you watch me fussy cut for a very long time, but I do have a little fussy cutting tips and tricks video that should be coming out very shortly here, so that will be good. And I just really love these florals. Like, I think that they're gorgeous. They're not so drawn that they look real, and they're not so undrawn that they look super fake. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it makes sense to me in my mind, so that you can obviously tell that these are hand drawn, drawn like florals, but they also don't have that realness to them. You can definitely see that. And like I said, totally okay with that. Love the look. So maybe I just make you guys watch me fussy cut out one floral. Hopefully. If not, I'm going to pause this video and edit some more out of it. We'll see. Come on, Sandy. No more fussy cutting. What are we doing here? Okay, so I'm going to nestle that flower down there, and then, oh, it looks like I'm going to be fussy cutting for a little while. So we're going to pause the video here, and then I am going to go ahead and edit this out, because I do believe I cut a good amount of flowers, and nobody needs to watch me cut that many flowers. Now, as much as I can run my mouth while I'm doing it, nobody needs it. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, that was like almost 5 minutes of video time, so nobody needed to hear me just run my mouth for 4 to 5 extra minutes. So during that time, I also brought in the Good Times title, and I really, really do love this bright green color. I wish we had more of it in collections. Not like a whole heck of a lot where it's like, bam, bright green, but just little touches of it, because it really is a fun color. Now I go ahead and pop up this floral here with some foam squares, and I'm just kind of nestling it in there so that it kind of sits where the other floral is, and it just looks good. Now I am adding adhesive down to multiple parts of the layout. Putting any kind of water on your paper does make it warp, and obviously the glitz gel is wet, so there will be some little bits of wetness and warping going on. I figure out where I want this camera to go, because I definitely want to include it. And then I notice that my glitz really isn't 100% dry, and my little guys are having a hard time sticking down to it. My little guys are my foam squares. My foam squares are having a hard time, so I add some of my Nuvo and press it down, and then that's going to make it work just fine. Now, I thought about bringing in a second camera or a different camera, and ultimately I end up sticking with the teal one. I do decide to bring in some of these white words. They're color words, but they have white around them. And I just thought that this would bring in a little bit more of the white. It's in the background, definitely, and you see it in the glitz, but I felt like the white just needed to pop forward and really be there in the foreground. So I'm choosing some more of these kind of enamel looking hearts just to go ahead and press around on the page. And I'm really happy with how it is turning out so far. So I go grab some actual Vicki Boutin embellishments, and I add in this little tab up there that says captured. I just want something to connect that floral to the picture, like something has to be there to span the gap. I also add in these little chipboard kind of wonky sunburst circle things. I don't know what to call them exactly. But I do add some Nuvo to them as well because I really do want them to stick. And it's a chipboard thicker, and we all know what chipboard thickers do. So now I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out if I want to add a bunch of words, if I don't want to add a bunch of words, if we're just doing a little bit of words. Like, what are we doing here, people? So I'm trying to figure that out. And ultimately, I don't think any of these words stay. So, maybe some of them do. Man, you guys, I have been scrapbooking like a mad woman, and I don't clearly remember all of my layouts. And while I was scrapbooking today, I kind of sorted out my layout so I could do a layout share at the end of the month. I had to sort out some layouts that I've made that are going up in March, so they had to be separated. But the amount of layouts that I have done is not a huge amount, not compared to some months I've had, but I am really having a hard time recalling the details on them. Like, it's seriously the struggle bus situation right now. So I pull out some more Vicki Boutin thickers, and interestingly enough, these thickers that I have right here, I picked these up at Tuesday morning, and I actually don't have any of the papers. I just have the thickers and the stickers. So, fun fact. Not that I think anybody was like dying to know that information. I'm sure you were looking at those stickers and going, man, I wonder if Sandy has the papers to match. Well, guess what? I don't. Sorry, I'm feeling a little sassy right now. I'm feeling a little sassy. So I'm going to add in some journaling, and I just talk about how Christina and I did a little touristy bit before we left from the retreat that we were at, and we went to the airport right after we did the touristy thing. And that's going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching.